Welcome back, everybody. Everybody, welcome back. Hey! Wow. Since it's my channel and I'm the boss, I think I'm going to start with Aries, even though it's still Pisces season. We're going to read about Aries season, and we're going to start with Aries for Aries season at about 30 seconds. Aries. Let's read about you. Now, I'm going to do a Celtic cross for your season. So there should be some things that sound familiar, and then there's things that aren't going to, hopefully. And there might be some things that surprise you by the end. That's called predictions. So we're going to predict what's coming in the near future following Aries season and the outcome of Aries season. Okay? Here we go. One more, they said. Of course, of course. Yes, Aries. This is for Aries in their seasons. Happy solar return. Happy birthday to you, Aries. Saint Michael, please protect Aries. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Aries' behalf. Okay, Aries, this is you in your season. Let's set up the cross here. And if you want to learn how to do a Celtic cross, it's the age old. It's how I first started learning tarot, right? We do a Celtic cross. That's what we do. We can go over that with you if you want some time. tarotdemore.com. Go ahead and reach me and let me know that this is what you'd like to learn, is how to read specific things in cards. Okay, Aries season for Aries. All right. Now I set up mine in like kind of a circular pattern, because I like this like idea of like sacred geometry. Yes, Aries. Well. Here we are. So you have a feeling of coming. I'm hearing the song, coming out of the dark. This is feeling restless because you've been traversing alone. Perhaps you're seeing wildfires and drought and famine and war, and you don't like it, Aries. You might be a part of a peaceful environment or peacemaking. And I feel like your efforts as a light worker have been minimized, cut off, abruptly left out. Perhaps. I'm so sorry, Aries. Thank you for watching, who's ever out there. So sorry about that. This has caused a disruption. You've been, this is like your 40 days in the desert. Everyone goes through that on a spiritual journey. You're not actually alone. And this is one of the things that's symbolized on the Five of Pentacles. That's what I'm showing covers you. That's your overall situation is a poverty mindset or actual, lack of funds, which happens to everybody. But I do show belief, and I do show that there is like something that you believe in still. Something bigger than this. There's got to be a better way, I'm hearing. This is crossed by the Three of Swords, so you can mind over matter it if you really put your mind to it. But, so being crossed is star-crossed lovers kind of thing. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for stopping by and showing your support. Hi, Purple. Thanks, Purple X. Appreciate you. Hope you're a Prince fan. Me too. We got the Prince buddy on today. Hey. Keep it hidden by the heart. Okay? Anyways, Aries, I show separation from this poverty mindset, separation from who you love or what you used to believe, separation from an old job, separation from the earth itself, which we want that back. So this is like, what are you choosing to separate from, and who is choosing to separate from you? And kind of looking at it from a different perspective. And the past and the future are influenced by this crossing card. So this is kind of what crosses you as pain. Yeah, not coming from things from a world of pain is a very important step in your healing process, in anyone's healing process. Now, I show you staying away from folks, staying home, staying alone. Thanks, Lisa. Oh, you're so kind. Staying home, staying alone. Refusing to kind of, it's not the hermit, but you're just moving on while you're doing it from home, or moving on and being nomadic, or moving on and, you know, it's a, you express your blues a little bit more often now, Aries, because you feel blue, you know, and I feel like that's okay. I feel like that's okay. I feel like this has been a great test of strength. That's what we have in the reason for the reading at the bottom line here. A great test of strength, willpower, and in this deck, it's the balance card, which is equal to the justice card in other decks, but in many decks, the number 8 is the strength card, and in a lot of decks, those are interchangeable. Jack, you look like an asshole, so... Don't come and make a comment about who I am or am not. Get out of here. Anyways, the strength card, Aries, you've been putting it out there to I hear that you're letting, like, it's like letting, you're at the top of the mountain and you notice something. Like, this is like an observation from nature that was more of a mantra for you. You notice at the top of the mountain it's freezing, and then in the springtime, the water starts to melt and trickles down. So unlike Aquarius, who brings the water to the people from the top of the mountain, you're watching the water take care of itself. You're watching the water melt, and you're watching them collect minerals and nutrients and spring forth to the people. Okay, so I feel like you're balancing this out because you're overall, I feel like you know what I'm talking about here. You have a general sense of things, and you kind of feel like, yeah, it just wasn't my time. This isn't my day. This isn't how it was gonna go for me. You also have a thing with air pollution. I think that you might be fighting something with air pollution or energy companies, something like that. I show that your grandfather, a ancestor who's masculine, has really dedicated themselves to Earth. They may have been a miner or somebody who was an employer in that sense. They may have struck gold or oil, or there's something to do with the ground in your ancestry, mining, etc. Maybe a geologist if they're a scientist. But yeah, I show a general sense of strength guiding you towards a 10 of Pentacles here in the near future. Okay? So all this, to go in any of my readings, to go from the 5 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles is one of the most amazing transitions you can actually experience in real life. IRL. Okay? Aries, I show that you are on the move here. You're letting this exhaustion or this overwhelming lack in your life, which makes sense. Aries, you know, Mars was just in retrograde for a long time. Your sign was in the South Node for a long time. Those are not really like super positive aspects, in addition to the other aspects that are challenging for everybody. You know, like Pluto moving into Aquarius is challenging. Mars in Cancer is challenging. So there's a lot, and that's in my birth chart, to be honest. Not a big fan of that, but I work with it very well. I try to protect my family, right? So like that's what I see you doing. Mind over matter, and you moving forward from, you know, I'm just going to stay out of it, to 10 of Pentacles. Wow. So you have a big plan, a big idea. You overall, I'm seeing you like much bigger than this situation. So in Aries season, I see you going from rags to riches, or from nothing to something, but I do see you doing some magic here. I do see it. And Aries, I want you to know that you are not alone. Many people are feeling wiped, exhausted, and you're kind of putting it down. You're kind of surrendering to like the chaos of this all, and you're building a spine of your own. You're building your own news. You're building your own information. You're taking things at you know, you're taking things at a like with a grain of salt. You might even be changing your habits, like instead of Himalayan sea salt, you're using now like Celtic sea salt. Celtic salt. It's a little bit less buggy, let's say. But anyways, this has to do with your discipline. It has to do with how you see the world. It has to do with your habits, what kind of structure you're building. And I show you're fully aware. The moon reversed. You're fully aware of all of this. You're headed for a renaissance here. You're headed for a renaissance, and you know it. You understand this as this too will pass, okay? Because that is Aries energy. But this was a big one. It was a big block. It was a big set of time that it was difficult for you. And maybe while you were in that, it wasn't so good feeling. But I feel like a resurgence, a renaissance, you coming out of the dark, okay? And in of course, in the how others see you is the Page of Wands. Others see you as a beacon of health, happiness, hope, light, childlike energy, energy itself, right? People see you as maybe a little bit childish or immature at times, but sometimes like with this also like incredible wisdom and a power to listen and sense things in the dark, like your intuition turning on, and you know, like people kind of interested in you gathering interest. This is a very good feeling. I also feel it's best for you to know, because this outcome is amazing, by the way. Just will hold on a second for you. I also feel it's really best for you to know that in your best interest, there is somebody or something here that is a King of Cups reverse, which is somebody who's not only unable to handle their emotions, they might spill them out all at once or at you, or, you know, the world might be very volatile in this time emotionally. And I think that you've really stepped back from that and become very distant from over emoting or some kind of controlled process of emotional like time off. Remember, Buddha was in Aries, and so like this is distancing yourself from attachment. Okay, so this is like the advice is to distance yourself from the people who are over emotional, irrational, maybe a little bit, maybe have said some things in the past to you that were out of pure anger that wasn't even yours. Could also be like somebody who's caused some ripples, but it's not going to affect you anymore, okay? And I feel like you have some ancestors taking that energy away from you, protecting you from things you can't change, people you can't get along with. Let's move on. That's how I feel from that. Let's Aries this out and just rolling stone and move on from it. Okay. But I show your outcome is amazing. Woman of Wands, that's you. The Queen of Wands, that's you, Aries. The Queen of Wands doesn't, I always say this every time I get her, the Queen of Wands doesn't care what people think about her. She lived during a time when it was illegal to have cats, and she had not only a cat, but a black cat, which was like, you could get killed for that at that time, that she was just, you know, having one, okay? This was like her not giving a shit, okay? And this is kind of your energy too. Not really caring about what the authority says or what the institutions say. You're gonna do this yourself. You might be a business owner. You might have quit your job. That might be what this Five of Pentacles is, or lost your job. That could be that. But I show you moving in your own direction here. Many of you are bucking the system and choosing to do things your own way because you feel ordained, you know? You feel like it's your time to celebrate. You also have done this kind of stealth-wise, like you've done this in secret. There's going to be some of you who see orange poppies, and that's going to be a significant moment for you. Maybe you see, I don't know, the burst of a tulip or a bulb some kind of bulbs that you see the first emergence of them without being flowers. And you'll be like, this is their time. Like, everyone appreciates this plant while they're flowering, but I appreciate it right now. That energy to break through the ground and grow in the face of winter. Like that you sat there dormant and let that winter happen around you and then re-emerge. Are you kidding? How miraculous is that? It's like your new appreciation for Pluto. You know, Pluto's energy has also renewal energy to it. Your new appreciation to come out of chaos, darkness, poverty, drought, wildfires, to come out of that and create from it that's the phoenix re-emerging. That's the phoenix rising energy in a fire sign element. So this is for the Martians who are light workers, okay? Actively seeking the light, actively moving in that direction, because Martian energy is also in charge of war. So I show these are the people activating peace, activating growth, activating light, and we need these messages big time. So that's what I have for you, Aries, very much. I'm appreciating that very, very much, and I'm inspired. Thank you so much. Let's do Taurus at 1611. Taurus. Have you been, Taurus? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Taurus, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. When I read for Tauruses, I get a little nervous. Do you know why? Sometimes I feel like Taurus has a very complacent energy in the things that they love and the people that they love, and they keep things around. And it is part of being a fixed sign. They refuse to get out of certain patterns, certain people, certain relationships, living situations, work. You know, they refuse to change their comfort zone, and their comfort zone is a big one. And so I get very nervous reading for Taurus because I'm like, what kind of Taurus are we talking to here? I'm a fixed sign, I'm a Leo, and I can, you know, if I am in a mind frame of I'm going to pay a reader to tell me about me, I'm going to be hopefully open to a constructive criticism. That's not something that I want to do when I'm tired or cranky or in my shadow, right? It's not Leo's best quality. However, I can do it, and that's kind of what I'm going to be feeling like. I'm going to ask you to reach deep down into your energy, Taurus, as we speak for you on your behalf in Aries season. And remember, Aries is your buddy because it brings about Taurus season, which is your time. Yeah? Okay, let's do it. I love you, Taurus. Let's go. Taurus energy. Here we go. Taurus energy for Aries season. Here we go. Saint Michael, please protect Taurus. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Taurus's behalf. We're going to do a Celtic cross. And if you want to learn about Celtic cross or any other kind of tarot, you can go ahead and look me up on tarotdamore.com. I also give private readings, and I do private lessons. I do private parties. I also do some things where I'm out and about, gigs, things, etc. Okay? So let me know if you want me to come to your city. We'll talk about it. Okay. Seven of Swords reversed, crossed by the Child of Wands, the Page of Wands. The basis of your question is the Star. Leaving your situation is the Hermit. What crowns you or could come into being is the Two of Swords, Two of Crystals in this deck. The near future is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Your energy is the Eight of Wands reversed. The community or the people surrounding you energy, the Knight of Cups or the Man of Cups in this deck. The energy that is in a traditional, how do I say it? In a traditional Celtic cross, the 9th card is hopes and fears, but in my readings, I use it as advice. Okay, so because that way it's not like, I just get a little bit like on the fear, like I just get like, tarot resources and books and online resources had always been very negative and sharp, very criticizing. And so when I get to the hopes and fears, I usually get a lot of the fears. And that's just the way I was taught tarot. It's hard to, induce love through that. So I just say advice. Like what's spirit telling us instead of here's what you hope and here's what you fear, right? The outcome is 5 of Wands. Interesting. Well, Taurus, I feel like you're gonna really set in, and I'm actually gonna maybe move backwards through this reading because I want you to know that you might be timing out of your self. Maybe you're seeing yourself as a rebirth, or you need to restart something. You're seeing yourself as a star. You've known it all along, but you're timing out of maybe sitting on the sidelines. That's how I feel. And you're going to fight for what's yours. You might head into competition. You might head into bravery to establish that this is not okay. Because although you understand who you are and what you deserve, I see that the world has been kind of blocking you out of it or leaving you behind, or you can't take care of yourself, and that's not right. And a Taurus, the first thing that a Taurus needs is to take care of themselves. Am I right? So this Aries season is you fighting for yourself, for your own rights, for you to take care of yourself, for your family, for you first. Okay? That's what this season is going to be about for you. And Spirit is recommending that you stay very independent. Look at this. Playful, silly, fun. Yes, of course. And seeing the world as this, like, if like how a squirrel would see a big backyard, like full of opportunities to indulge in different types of things that you can hide, bury, collect, And that's kind of what they're giving you, is this energy of like squirrel energy. You getting squirrely? You're getting squirrely during Aries season. You're going to get out there. You're going to do some walks, some new exercise. I love it. And if not, you might be even going more serious into your physical journey. Okay. What I see here covering you, I'm going to go back to the beginning now. So I started with the ending, and now I'm going to go with the beginning. What I see here is that you see your energy, Taurus. You see your energy in Aries season. You kind of are aware here of what's happening with you, and that you maybe have a child, or that you maybe lost your inner child, or that maybe you are not as energized as you used to be, and that you need some good news. Okay, like you need to feel positive. You need to and maybe you have an Aries friend that's like crossing your situation, but or a fire sign, I should say. But you've gone from in the past kind of very similar to Aries themselves, what I just read, but yours is actually, and I felt it in theirs that they did the 4 of Cups reverse, very similar, but they didn't go into a deep spiritual journey like you did. You sat at home and you went deep within. You went within. You tried to seek solace from this craziness outside, because both Aries and Taurus, I've been having some really difficult energies happening with your readings. And so I want to give you this new wave going forward. And I do show that you know who you are. The Star to the Hermit is backtracking. Okay? If I'm going from the Star in my I know who I am, and in the past energy I was the Hermit, that means that the Hermit is an energy in the real Hermit card, in the Hermit card in the classic tarot. They are holding a lantern, and in the lantern is a light, and they're observing the light, and they're following the light, and they're it's like kind of doing like a flame meditation. I don't know if you've ever tried that before, Taurus, but you can look within and start with just watching a little candle burn. Soy candle is best. But that's a great meditation because you don't have to do anything. You just watch the fire, right? This is kind of what you're doing. You're kind of watching your own TV show about your life. And I show that the Hermit, that flame that's within the lantern, turns into the star. It's the microcosm effect, right? And so you're having this your day. You know who you are. You know that you're a star. You know that you deserve it. You know that you're healing. You're ready. You feel ready to be seen and heard, and yet something there crowning you off is blocking you, is keeping you in indecision. You might be deciding shakily to come out of this period of time where you've been very comfy, You've been very, very comfortable in your home. You've been very, very comfortable under the blankies with your dogs and cats and lovers, okay? And a nice bowl of comfort food, okay? So I show that you, Taurus, have indeed focused on you, and now you're deciding what you want to come out for. What, like, what is it, what's worth my time and energy? Is there anything presenting that I really feel I am seen and heard and being a part of? I do show the Queen of Pentacles reversed here in the near future for you. You might not feel secure because within this hermiting energy, you may have spent some money, or you may have, not done all the self-care things that you normally do. You may be tight in your muscles, or you may, there might be something about your energy that's kind of missing, or maybe you're staying in situations that just don't behoove you, okay? And so Taurus, I show that in this time of Aries season, you're kind of in this indecision mode, and they're making you sit and I don't take care of myself. And guess what that does to a Taurus? That gets their ass off the couch sometime soon. You know you're ready to heal. You feel the energy. You know you've already done this work. It is time to come out and spring forward. Aries energy is trying to give you that momentum, that push to get you the hell out of this situation. Whatever it is holding you back, okay? And you're kind of in this safety mode of, maybe I should stay. It's comfortable in here. Maybe I should stay. You can't stay in the womb forever, Taurus. I bet you were late, some of you, to be born. If I heard of an early Taurus, maybe they were scared to be a Gemini, huh? Anyways, you're not talking about it. You're not sharing it with anybody, and it feels like a failure. It feels like a loss of momentum. It feels difficult for you. This is feeling like, I don't have any energy for anything. I don't believe in anything anymore. I'm a nihilist. Yeah, right. Taurus, I don't believe you. And you know what? Maybe reaching out to a friend or talking about it with a coworker or colleague, maybe learning some music, learning things that are collaborative in effort and energy might help you express yourself in a way. You need to express yourself. And I think like calling a therapist could help too. So like, I'm just gonna put that out there because that's part of your advice, is to be independent. And to be independent, you might have to change that energy into masculine energy, because just letting it pass isn't doing it for you, Taurus. This is helping you learn how to activate your own masculine energy to take care of you. That's it. Like, there's nothing else for you to focus on. It's just activating your own masculine energy in order to take care of yourself in the ways that you need to take care of yourself, Taurus. And other people definitely want to help you. There are people that want to pursue you. There are people that want to be there for you. Let's say you need to break up with somebody. There are people that are there waiting for you to do it. And they're like, I knew you would do it. I knew you would get out of that situation. I knew you would stop letting them abuse you. Because this is just laziness almost. But it's also a deep work within yourself, maybe a dark night of the soul, Taurus, that you're coming out of. And they're trying to help you by guiding you towards it. And the more uncomfortable you get in I can't take care of myself feeling, the more you're going to fight for yourself. Okay. And I do show this Five of Wands is a little bit uncomfortable, but I'm proud of you because you deserve to fight for yourself. You deserve recognition. You deserve that raise. You deserve to be seen and heard. You deserve to shine. You deserve your family to appreciate you. You deserve your friends and family to celebrate you for whatever you're up to, for whoever you are. Okay. And I do show that you have a lot of love surrounding, waiting for you. There's energy. Maybe you don't even know who these people are right now because they're just waiting to come into your life. So that's what I have for you, Taurus, for your energy for Aries season. Very good. Love that. Love that. Let's do Gemini. Hi, Gemini. It's me, Grace, 29. Wow, is that a 2? This is N? Okay. What is this? little kid joke, little inside joke of my nephew couldn't read his own writing, and he asked himself, this is N or 2? What is this? It's a cute video. Anyways, Gemini, let's do your Aries season reading using a Celtic cross. Now, Gemini, and I love Celtic cross in time for Paddy's Day and Irish things. Okay, wonderful. Gemini, this is for Aries season, and if you want to learn about tarot, you can definitely contact me at tarotdamore.com. I do private anything, private lessons, private parties, so let me know. And it has to involve tarot. Thank you very much. Don't take that the wrong way. Thank you very much, Gemini. Gemini, let's go. Gemini. Gemini, let's go. Gemini. Gemini, for Aries season. Might have been bitten off more than you can chew, but I think you'll be able to regather here. Let's see what we got here, Gemini. Saint Michael, please protect Gemini. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Gemini's behalf. Okay, covering Gemini, we have the King of Pentacles reverse, and crossing Gemini, we have the Knight of Swords. The basis for your question, the reason you're asking, is the Temperance card. The past includes the Queen of Cups reversed. Crowning the situation, what could come into being is the Five of Wands reversed. The near future includes the Page of Pentacles, or the Page of Worlds in this deck, Child of Worlds. Your energy is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. The surrounding energy is the Eight of Wands. The advice is the Six of Cups reversed, and the outcome is the Ten of Wands reversed. Very good, Gemini. This is a surrender, a giant surrender process. Your energy in this is to accept, and acceptance is the last part of the grief process. And so if you're going from your grief cycle into your joy cycle, imagine how wonderful that will be for you. The reason, let's say that what covers you right now isn't super fun. This is a person who's very withholding and might have your entire future in their hands. This could be a boss. This could be a former partner. This could be a best friend. This could be somebody who's very withholding of their resources, love, attention, time. They have what you need too. That's what's really frustrating about this. This is someone who is resisting helping you, even though they could, okay? That's not love, you know? And I also show that in the past, this person may have tried to over talk to you. They may, and you could be embodying that energy of, I don't share my resources, my energy, my time with people. This might be making you a Scrooge, bah humbug, okay? You might be learning how to balance that energy out in your life. Your twin might be activated right now, but that is to teach you your own cycle and your own process, how to gentlify it, how to make it more gentle, how to make it easier, smoother, more zen, right? Because suffering is going to happen. But in this case, I show in the past somebody who's super duper talking about it on deaf ears. Somebody super duper talking about it to deaf ears. Gemini, this can be you, okay? You can be cold-hearted sometimes, or like, I don't want to hear about your crying. I don't want to hear it. Quit your bitching, okay? Gemini, I love you though, and I feel like maybe you do that because you feel like that's been done to you, you know? And it's not fair. And overall, you have patience and ease and growth, and you are actually trying to make this all work for you. You are waiting for it to work for you. You are going wherever the energy welcomes you. So in the Temperance card, they have 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. This is about light ideas, lightning striking, transformation, rainbow energy, which is like, you know, the scattering of the light. Mercurial energy, which is movement and process. Ace of Pentacles within this card. There's a lot going on that you're trying to keep track of. That's you. You're bringing forward an energy, Gemini, that's very much like, I can do this. It's very confident, quietly confident, and it's very much like, I'll consider my options and I'm going to make something happen. Something's going to happen. I'm just going to do all the things, say yes to a lot of things, and then I'm bound to grow from that. I'm bound to share. And what I do show is that as above, so below with you. That's your energy, Gemini. I love this because at the crown of this is like your root chakra, the temperance. You're very patient. You're very patient with where you come from, who you are. You know a lot of the history. You didn't forget anything, okay? You're just kind of in a place of in between right now. There's at crowning you is the Five of Wands reversed. Now, that came out in Taurus's outcome upright, but in your outcome, it's coming out as the crowning energy of what can happen, what's coming through you, and what you're as above, so belowing. So I feel like the as above part, the part that can happen for you, is flow. You are flowing with it. You're going to go into a master flow. I believe that this is possible during Aries season for you. Regeneration, time spent, things that you were reaching for, now within your grasp. Detachment, letting things go, forgiveness. There's going to be a lot of these themes running for you in Aries season. And look at you, Page of Pentacles. You just want to party, okay? You just want to give the world a kiss and a hug. And you might have a really special occasion if you have children, or you teach children, or your nieces and nephews. If you're involved with a child in Aries season, Gemini, you're going to have a special thing happen with one of your kids or a child that's very important to you. I also show that you might be going to opening day, or like playing outside a lot, visiting your local playgrounds, doing a lot of things for free. You're like fun central here, okay? You're fun central. You're too busy to talk about it because you're out having fun. Go. I think this is you. Go cry them tears, those crocodile tears, somewhere else. But you might be teaching your child how to have some resilience and go into the world anyways, even when they don't feel happy. And to make your own happiness. You might be doing some roller skating, a roller rink. There's just a lot of activity here that you're going to be engaging in Aries season. You're definitely employing the energy of Aries season, which is energy. Using that for your advantage, right? And I show that you're in a terrible bind, actually. Like, people don't really know what's actually going on inside of you, but it's because you're coming from a lot of loss. You're coming out of a lot of loss, but look at you making it happen, you know? Growing despite your circumstances. Growing and tuning out people that withhold love, withhold information, withhold resources from you. And you're moving through this as a misfortune. And that is part of an acceptance journey that we mentioned in the beginning of this. The people involved in this are very, very supportive, talkative, harmonious. They make you laugh. You might be in a band or learning some kind of harmony with people. Something that it coordinates. You might be pushing something forward. People might be pushing you forward. You know what I mean? People might be advertising for you. They might be taking it upon themselves to recommend you. So like this could be like your business being on Google and then like it getting like rave Google reviews and you not having to really do much to, you know, ask for that. There are people who are like, look at them, like telling your empathy for you. Like you have a story that you could tell, you know, all your friends about that would make them cry and feel bad for you and things like that. And we can all sit here and be really sad with each other. Or you can like move through it and inspire someone else to tell your story. To say, dude, Gemini's been through a lot and look at them. They are really coming out. Like their energy is amazing. They're playful, they're happy, they're fun, they're cheerful, and you don't have to worry about them because they're past, you know, they have a different way of dealing with emotions, but it sure is a way that a lot of people would be inspired by. You're busy transmuting this sadness into something else. And I feel like it's people harmonizing over you. But also remember that there are things around you that provide different value. Like just how these people see you as this, you know, inspirational person who gets it done, who doesn't really need to spill their guts all the time or over empathize, or, you know, like that can be a problem. That can be like a control issue sometimes. You're moving on from it. And these are people that you also need to see in that way as well, in their ways of like what they're bringing to the table. This is a big old potluck. So you might be doing a potluck in Aries, but this is everybody bringing some kind of gift to the table for you, Gemini, in Aries season. Something I show as advice is there is somebody here you definitely need to let go of emotionally, like forever. It's a very sad, dark, deep energy that you carry with you, and it is with a person, and this person is a best friend or that you've known since childhood, or a husband or wife, or somebody in work that you've worked alongside for whatever. It could be a sibling, but this is a person that you've known for a very, very long time, and your best advice is to let the bad memories of that person go. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to mean let that person go, Gemini. It could just be to move forward, make new memories, and then maybe keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. You know what I mean? But also it has this like anyone withholding love and attention and information and whatever resources that they have that they can give, you can like let that go. You can let those types of people go because they're not in your circle. They're not for you right at this moment. Doesn't mean they never can be, but it means for right now they're just not. And then I show you surrendering. I do show you. That's the outcome of the Aries season is you know, this is you tired and exhausted after a long day, you know, like in a best way. Like I did all this playing and I feel great, but I'm so wiped. I can't wait to go to bed. This is you like rewarding yourself with a good night's sleep. You have a grandparent, a grandmother most likely, reaching out, trying to help you maybe get a garden started or let something soft happen here in Aries season. They might be, you might be getting into flowers or like annuals. You're going to use every bit of sunshine that you can get your arms wrapped around here. You might get into mushrooms or growing them. But I do see you going with the flow, having a lot of fun, very, very active month, just like Aries energy is. I do see you aligning yourself to a new lifestyle, a new attitude after something very, very tragic. Some very hard, misfortunate times. They're saying the past like 10 to 13 years, or like check out Jupiter's cycle for you. Because Jupiter is in Gemini or is returning to it, I believe. So check that out. I do think this will turn around for you. And there is somebody here who you need to like kind of really let go of. What they did, what they said, who they are. Maybe really, really let go of it. I don't know if you still have to deal with this person. If they're the children's father or a sibling or something like that. If you still have to deal with them, you're really going to have to let them go. And let them be who they are and forgive them for what they did. Okay? Did or didn't do, I'm hearing. Okay? So that's what I got for you. And you will. You're going to let a lot of things go in this Aries season. You're going to drop a lot of stuff because you will have fulfilled your energy self-sustaining wise. And it's going to really, I feel like come your season, it's really going to like start building. Like this is the wheels that you needed. This is really good energy. It might be a tough time internally. You might be struggling, but I do see you overcoming it. And it's not by force. It's by fun. you know, like intrinsic motivation. I want to be doing this because I like it and it's fun. Okay, so that's what I got for you, Gemini. I'm feeling parched. Thanks for watching. Likes are appreciated. The least you can do is help me out by liking. Tell your friends. Subscribes are appreciated as well. Thank you so much. All right, Cancer, 44:52 for you. Getting a little long-winded. It's only 11:20 a.m. here, and it is like, wow, really dark outside. I kind of like it. It's spooky, huh? All right, so we have Cancer. You're up for your sister cardinal, your brother, your little brother here during Aries season. Cancer, this is your energy during Aries season. And I hope that you're not timid or afraid of fire. I hope that it's one of the things that sustains you and helps you in your life. The elements of fire, the get up and go. Cozy time, off the couch, let's go. Spring cleaning, let's go. Okay, time for the re-energy, the reboot. Let's go. This is for Cancer. This is for Cancer. Cancer. This is for Cancer in Aries season. So I want to make sure I'm getting good shuffles here. It's very interesting if I pull the same cards for the different signs. This is energy for Cancer in Aries season. Saint Michael, please protect Cancer. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Cancer's behalf. We're going to do a Celtic cross here, Cancer. If you have any questions about tarot, you want to learn some stuff, give me a little ring-a-ding, DM me on Instagram, or you can reach me at tarotdamore.com. Love to hear from you, and let's go for Cancer. Overall energy is the Page of Pentacles. We drew that in Gemini's as well as a future energy. So you're currently in this Page of Pentacles. I also show you crossed by the sun. Okay. Wow. You might be dealing with a Leo. I show here the reason for your reading is the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Understandable. And what's passing out is the Queen of Swords reversed, the Queen of Crystals reversed. Good. That's good that that's passing out. Good. Crowning you is the Star reversed. Now, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. And in the near future is the Knight of Wands. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. And your energy is the Eight of Cups. And the surrounding energy of the community surrounding you is the Knight of Cups reversed. Advice, we have the Five of Cups, and the outcome, we have the Five of Wands reversed. Very similar to Gemini's reading. It's just that you're going to, of course, handle it in a different way. So, yes, Aquarius is coming up. Yep, we're on Cancer right now. And thank you. If you wait a little while, it's probably going to be about an hour. Just seeing how these readings are going so far. But anyways, back to you, Cancer. Here is your overall reading for Aries season. The you're out here offering happiness, sunshine, smiles, your best self. You're feeling really warm, you're feeling protected, you're feeling like maybe you just made a lot of lump sums energy, so maybe you're getting your bonus for the annual year or the annual season. You might be feeling funny, you might be like going to a comedy show. I show that you might be traveling, like there's that hot air balloon festival in Albuquerque, or there's something here that you want to see. You might be seeing a niece or a nephew, or if you have children, you might be taking them somewhere where they can really enjoy their day, but it doesn't have to cost you a lot. I show that you're connecting to your inner child and you're really offering it to the world. You're really in a playful mood. And your happiness is like your focus. You're like, okay, I'm going to be happy and move forward away from this angry person. It could have been you that's the angry person. It could have been someone else in your life that's the angry person. But it's like a projection or a reflection back to you of your own energy. Now, that's not to take it personal, because this is passing out of your life. The anger is passing. It doesn't matter who it is. The anger is passing out of your life. This is good energy. And you're moving, because you're like, okay, well then I'm going to keep that energy moving by going towards what makes me happy. Where I love my season, and I want to feel really warm in Leo season. So I'm going to like do things that make me happy until then. I do show that you're in a state of, well, life's been not so good to me. Maybe you haven't gotten the job offer, or maybe you've tried and tried and tried something and it's just not offering back to you, Cancer. So this is an emotional thing. It tears you up because maybe you've worked really hard, or maybe it was just bad timing. Maybe Jupiter wasn't in the right place, or Mercury was in the microwave again. You know, it is right now. But I do show that you're not like doing anything new, because you kind of want these other things to kind of like that you have been doing to now come back to you. Okay. I see that crowning you is the Star reversed. And I do show there's something here that I don't think you even know how appreciated you are, or how good you are at something, or how people really do love and protect you. I think that this is hard for you because you tend to hermit or crab, you know, go in your little shell, or get really defensive if people don't necessarily like you. And this might have to do with that liking you thing. You might not feel very popular, maybe, or you might feel like, I'm too busy to worry about public opinion. You might be moving past the Star energy. It could be good energy here. I'm not going to offer anything new until I feel good and ready. In addition to, maybe that's how life has been treating you, as above, so below. Okay? It's a mirroring of what you're experiencing. But I show that as you go through Aries season, you're going to get more and more energy to move towards something. Something here is either coming for you or you're going towards it. And this could be, maybe you had like a really, let's say this Queen of Swords reversed is like your mother or your sister or brother or something, someone who's very irrationally angry. Okay? Maybe you or them have said some things that you don't really believe. Like that you don't really think that about them. That's not very loving. Maybe suddenly there's a change of heart here. Maybe suddenly someone's on your team and supporting you to go, go, go. Maybe suddenly they want you to win and succeed. You're in the energy of like, no, thank you. I'll do it myself. You're not going to offer. You're not feeling like this is all healed and better. I feel like this is somebody trying to come in with maybe a fake apology, or maybe trying to come in with like, let's make it better. And they don't really mean it. So be careful. I know you know this better than me. So be careful with that. But I do see that you are, no thanks, like you're politely declining. You're not offering. And it just hasn't been offered to you either. Not truly. Okay, they're coming from a place, if they are offering you healing, and this could be a job too, like this could be like your job being like, oh yeah, we changed this protocol for you and now you don't want it? Oh, come on, you can do it. Come on, get motivated. Let's go. And you're like, but you didn't give me more money, and there's no actual motivation. Maybe that's it. Okay, but you are coming off of something happy, or choosing happy. Choosing good, choosing what makes you feel fulfilled inside, Cancer. I also show your friends and family kind of saying like, Cancer seems a little bummed, you know? Cancer seems like they're not as romantic as they used to feel in the world, you know? They don't have the same high hopes. They're kind of like, their joy has been kind of killed inside. And we're here for you, Cancer, but you know, there might be some people who demand that from you, and those are the people that can't, if they can't help you or be in an empathetic mode to see you in this energy of like, oh, poor Cancer's been through it, they must be really suffering. I know them as someone who usually offers, but they're not offering, they're leaving. Just know that they see that if anybody sees that and that maybe a brief phase of this for you, and says like doesn't give you anything either, this is like a mutual parting then. This is like, well, fine. It can be emotional, it can be immature, especially if you're dealing with a Queen of Swords reversed, and it's like a mean separation here for some of you. For others of you, it's a soft separation. It's just like it depends on how you're handling your energy, your Zen, okay? So like for some of you, you're really going to be like, well, no, thank you. And they're like, well, we didn't really want you there anyways. You know, it's just, well, you're not the same Cancer you used to be. We miss the old Cancer. And you're like, well, the old Cancer, you killed her. So, okay. Okay. I see in your advice the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups for me as a reader is an energy that, yeah, sometimes we're alone, but sometimes we have a best friend there with us, or sometimes we have a person that we still really love. This is like you salvaging what's left. Sometimes this is leftovers we save. Spaniamo, okay? That's the only correct Italian I ever learned. Spaniamo, okay? We save it, all right? And this is like, yeah, it's not as good as the first time. Yeah, it's lost some of its charm. Yeah, it's not as full of beautiful, those 3 cups are broken and floating away down the river, but there's 2 cups here that are still working. And so you're still, it can be an energy of depression or anxiety even, but more of lamenting, or in this case, like, don't stay stagnant there. I show that if you keep going back to that place, you're going to keep getting disappointed. So they want you to save what is left. Go into the things, the love, the cups that you do have, and be grateful. This is about gratitude right now. So Aries season, you're going to be doing a lot. It's weird. It's like you're a lot of activity here, but also it could be some kind of escalation, some kind of fight. And the reason that I'm saying that it could be a harsh splitting, it might be for them, you know, it might be a splitting that's harsh for them, because you, the outcome is 5 of Wands reverse. I don't want to fight. I'm not going to, you go ahead. You're unhealed. I'm moving on. I'm going forward into my happiness. I refuse to let anybody bring me down into theirs, into their misery. And this could be just you simply saying no to a first date. But like it is, there's many opportunities, many possibilities, I should say, for this to be the energy of you being happy-go-lucky, fun, playful, cheerful, going towards your happiness, feeling a lot of energy, just doing stuff, right? You're just kind of being. And then there's somebody around you that's not as maybe healed or as angry at stuff. And you're like, you know what? I just went through that. It's cool, but I'm not going to like hang out with them or offer them anything. And then, you know, they try to talk to you about it or sales pitch you on something, and you say no to them. And they're saying, yes, say no to them. Leave them out in the cold. And just go with this flow. Okay, Cancer? So this is the energy I have for you in Aries season. I do have you, I don't know, this seems like your energy pretty much all the time. Very confident in it, but, you know, take that energy, the anger, and do fun stuff with it and keep feeding your own happiness. You know what I mean? You're going to go with the flow. You're going to figure it out. I feel like you don't really need me for this reading, so I'm going to jet. Thanks for listening, Cancer. I hope you have a really good Aries season. Leo. Let's do Leo. Hey, sister fire sign, Leo. Who's a Leo? Holler at me. Who's a Leo? Let's go, Leo, in Aries season. I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm a Leo. That's why I'm excited. I want to see what does Aries season have in store for Leo. This is going to be a Celtic cross. If you want to learn more about, you know, spreads or tarot in general, let me know. I'm really good at helping people learn it. I'm really good at helping people learn intuition, and I'm a fully booked reader, so that's a really good feeling. And I also do private parties. I do private readings, so private lessons, whatever you want with your tarot needs, tarot desires, tarot wants. Okay. TarotDamour.com, yeah? Thanks, Leo. Anyways, let's do your energy for Aries after this commercial break for Tarot d'Amour. Here you go. Saint Michael, please protect Leo. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Leo's behalf. Maybe that's your energy, what I just did, huh? Oh, you're a Leo. Hey, Yellow Rose. I think we've talked before. Hi again. Good to see you. Okay, Chariot. Leo, hey. Might be dealing with a Cancer. The Tower, crossed by the Tower. What's going on for my Leos? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Queen of Wands reversed. Boo. That feels like a deflated balloon or a flaccid pee-pee. Not that I know what that feels like. Anyways, Seven of Wands reversed in the recent past. Good, good, good. And then the Ten of Swords in the crowning energy. Near future, we have the Eight of Wands. In your energy, we have the Six of Pentacles. In the community or the surrounding energy, we have the Death reversed card. In the ninth spot, the what is it? What is it? The advice. We have the Ace of Swords. And then the outcome, we have the Five of Swords. Interesting. Leo, this is a lot of swordsies. Leo. Okay. Woo, I'm gonna need a little sip of blueberry juice. Oh, that's tasty. It's blueberry ginger. Oh, fantastic. With kiwis. What else did I put in there? An orange. I just had a random orange and an apple. Oh, put that in the juicer. Zip. Throw it in the, you get the little scraps. You put them in a bag. You blend those really, really down. Put some honey on it. Put those in the dryer or your low setting on the oven. Less than 200 degrees. Dry that shit out. You got yourself fruit roll up and juice. Double whammy. There you go. Nutritious and delicious. Leo, I guess I'm avoiding this reading. That's what I got for you. Leo, have a great day. All right, Leo. You are on your chariot. You're going through this. You know what direction you're going. No matter what. This is what covers you. Okay. This will benefit you near Cancer season. Okay. Your good luck is coming to you for Cancer season. I do think that's when Jupiter turns into, and look at, there's a crab sitting on top of that fucking Jupiter right there. I didn't even see the crab. Can you see those little legs? There they are. Leo. Sleep with one eye open, they said. Ooh. Leo. Interesting. I think you got some haters, of course. What the fuck is new, Leo? But I think that you're moving forward. You're on the hunt. Look at this falcon. They know what they want. You're on the hunt for something. You're going to make something. You're going to fucking do it. Leo, listen. I'm getting you in the setting. I'm getting you in the mood. This is Aries energy. This is your season. This is your time. It's your time for you to go to the wire. What crosses you is the Tower. Big change, big change. God's going to take it out of your life if you don't. And I think God's going to come in and intervene on this one. You've been sensitive. You've been vulnerable as to avoid conflicts, okay? That's not your usual, Leo. And that's the past energy, vulnerability, not fighting for yourself, maybe letting other people kind of like walk all over you, or I'm trying to leave an overnight job and I do have to sleep with one eye open. It's a toxic workplace. I'm sorry so much. Let me tell you, they were going to probably take this out of your life for you in Aries season. Let me just say, but let me just do the reading and see if it applies to you, because I can't make it a specific reading. Okay. So there's a journey here. You might go on a road trip. Okay. You might be like on a life journey, or you might be like thinking like, where am I going to go? Where am I moving to? You might know specifically where you're going. You might have in Aries season, a road trip coming up. Okay. I also show that, your past energy is influencing your future energy in communication style. So you're trying to communicate, and all this negative press about you, people now maybe see that you're not trying to start any trouble. You're not trying to piss people off. You're not trying to throw it in their face how great your life is and how theirs is shitty. You're just a person living their life, trying to be happy. And look, you're fucking exhausted. The Queen of Wands is reversed here. It's so exhausted to you, Leo, that you've reclused yourself. You've gone into total recluse mode, which is not really you. I identify with that. It's really like, I don't even want to deal with people, period. Like, I do not have the energy for this shit. That's what you're basing this on, is like, I've had enough. I've, like, no matter what I do, it's like, I can't win for losing here. I can't be vulnerable. I can't be aggressive. I can't do this. It's like being a woman. Hey, don't be too pretty. Don't be too fat. Don't be too thin. Don't, you know, it never ends. And so you're not trying to people please. You're just like, fuck all of this shit. I'm done with this. I know exactly what I want. I know exactly where I'm going, and fuck all this. And I think God's going to throw you a tower here. Okay. And that's what's crossing you in Aries season. Now, is a tower always bad? Well, I don't think so, because it's momentum that God is giving you. Momentum, leverage even. How's that? How you like that? Let me see a like. Let me see some hearts. Hello. Hallelujah. Let's go. Because you are ending. This is you. You're at the end now. It's over, dead. You're killing a dead horse, Leo. Let it fucking go. Remove the shit from your life. Remove the shit from your life, Leo. If you don't do that, Will Collective cannot move forward. Stop being such a fixed sign, and let's go. Move forward. The chariot is here. Your chariot has arrived. Go. Say yes to shit and get the fuck out of your house. Thank you very much. I'm only halfway through, right? Because this is a energy for you to start talking. Maybe you're going to start storytelling your journey, poetry, poetry readings, open mics, things where you orate, you know. Storytelling is going to be part of your journey. Maybe music, okay? Rhythm, the beat, okay? The pulse. You are the pulse of the zodiac. Do you understand? You're the heart of the whole zodiac. It's all on your shoulders, Leo. And that's why they fucking hate you, is the sun shines on you. And you have a birthright here. And you're amongst these people building a tower to billionaires? Are you fucking kidding me? You're done. You're done with it all. You say, let it burn. Fuck them all. Good. Unavailable. This Queen of Wands, unavailable. That is unavailable energy. That is impossible energy. You have been placed into an impossible situation that you cannot fucking win. And you're not trying to win. You just wanted people to be happy with you. That's it. People hate you, Leo, for loving yourself. Let me just tell you that. Okay? And I'm talking to myself here. You know, I'm one of you. You want your fucking retribution. You want your comeuppance. You want things to be fair. For you. Not in general for everybody else. For you. You have in the past stopped fighting for yourself because you're fucking exhausted. But now you're just waiting it out and letting it slide into your favor. There might be some Uranus is coming, okay? Uranus is coming for these little hoes. You just let the universe help you out here. You just let the universe help you out here, because Uranus is coming for these little hoes to shift things in your favor. I feel a good change coming. And they think you're an endless font. And that's slightly true, right? Your source is the sun, which is an endless font of life and support and love, right? But if the sun gets out of control, what do we end up with? Drought, famine, fires, right? So we have to take care and protect our Leos so that we don't get droughted, fired, famined, starved from Leo's energy. Leo, we need you. We need you. And I know you know this. I know you know this. Get on your fucking horse, Leo, and tell that horse where to go. Okay? I don't care if it's just to leave Earth. You know what I mean? Just leave. Leave wherever you are. Stop staying in it. Stop staying in it. Go. I don't know. Get up and go is the answer. Momentum is the answer. Communication is the answer. Marketing yourself, pushing yourself, promoting yourself is the answer. Push it forward. Move the energy. You have the energy to do this, and Aries season is going to provide you with that fire under your ass, Leo. You will be ending shit for good with a lot. It didn't have your back to begin with. They weren't on your team anyways. They hated you anyways. Okay? New energy for you. That's what they want. New truth. You know, in your eclipse, the last, and I'm reading this tomorrow. I'm going to do an equinox reading for you, for everybody. But your eclipse reading had this like zany, I don't know what the hell is going on here, but everything that you ever believed is wrong. That's what your eclipse reading was, Leo. And I see it and I feel it, and I am you and you are me, and let's move this forward because you need some new ideas. You need some fresh ink. Maybe you're going to get a tattoo. You need some fresh blood. Okay? You need some spark. You might need new spark plugs, to be honest. But I show you using this love energy from the universe and your own mind and your own creativity to burst forth a diamond. Using this love from the universe, look at that amethyst, and this quartz of your own ideas and creativity to burst forth a diamond. How's that, Leo? You know the truth. Speak your truth, live in your truth, be your truth. You know what the fuck you're doing. Now go out there and do it. You are. I do show a Five of Swords. Now, Five of Swords, look at it this way. Five of Swords can be your friend. All right? I'm going to put it that way. Five of Swords can be your friend. You can be right or you can be happy. This is one of those times, Leo, that you can be right. And stop sabotaging yourself and you know, stop setting yourself on fire to keep others warm. Am I right? Auntie Karen, are you out there? Are you listening to this? I'm saying, Leo, the outcome is a Five of Swords. Speak your truth. Stay honest. Win the debate. Five of Swords is a winning energy. It is intellectual. It is you having the upper hand in a boardroom or a business situation or with the bank or with an interview process. It's you winning. Win the fucking thing. Stop negating yourself. Stop tragicizing your whole life. This is what Aries season is for. Do you see how worked up I'm getting? Anyways, let's read about it. Let's see. I'm working a homeless shelter. I'm sorry. It's being run by bullies. That's insane. I don't fit in. I'm loving and I'm loving, and the way that they are running the business is not with best intentions. Sadly, it's supposed to be a good place. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Okay, Leo, my crush is a Leo, but I'm with an Aries. Okay, well, Tamisha, I mean, live your truth, baby. I'm an Aquarius, but sounds like you're on point with Leo. I love that, what you just said. Thank you, baby. I thank you for listening that very, very much. I appreciate you. A like, a subscribe is very helpful to my channel. Let's move through. I did not write the Leo timestamp down. Damn it. I'll have to go and correct that. All right, Virgo. Let's move through to you. 7307 for Virgo. Hi, Virgo. Hi, pals. You did a Leo date? Don't get married. I don't know. Leo is a fun energy. It's really sweet and really stable until a masculine gets bored or scared. Careful with that. Leo, Virgo, cusp, and a Leo. Very cool. All right, Virgo, we got you. Okay, Cuspy, we got you on some Virgo stuff too. All right, Virgo. Virgo. How is Virgo's energy in Aries season? What do we have for Virgo? Virgo energy in... I had to get a really good one in there. Virgo energy in Aries season. Hey, thanks for watching. A couple people in here could probably hit that like button for me. I appreciate you. And if you could hit the subscribe too. I'll really appreciate that. I'm going to do a Celtic cross. If you want to know more about tarot, learn it from an expert. That's me, tarotdamore.com. For classes, for private reading, for private parties, I come and visit you in your hometown, wherever you're from. Yeah, here we go. Let's do it, Virgo. Virgo always employs me for private parties. Wink. All right. Hi, Autumn. You're a reader too. Yes, Autumn is an awesome reader. Actually, I've never watched your channel, so I would love to, if you have one, see your stuff. I will go visit you. All right, Virgo. Let's do it. Virgo. St. Michael, please protect Virgo. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Virgo's behalf. This is Virgo in Aries season. Okay. Celtic cross, covering Virgo, we have the King of Cups. Dad, anyone? Just kidding. All right. Page of Cups. Yeah, dad. No, like literally. Virgo. Okay, let's see. You might be getting something from your father or from a very like healthy relationship here. The Four of Wands? Are you freaking kidding me? Are you getting asked to get married? Are you getting into a new relationship? Virgo, this is like amazing. This is very emotional. How are you handling it? Oh my gosh. Ace of Worlds. Oh, you said no to this person before. I feel this is romantic, but could it be in terms of like your heart has softened within your work maybe? Not sure, but this is feeling like a high school romance. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio you're dealing with. So I'm getting two kind of energies. Of course, this is a general reading, so it could be anything, right? But it could be like in work, you know, if your boss really loves who you are and you think of them as a father figure, they may have offered you a little raise or promotion or like, hey, look over here, and you get it. In Aries season. You may have been looking for something better. This could be the banker, like your real estate agent. You really love them, their family or something, and they say, here's a home, and then you buy it. In the past, your offer got declined. What's the crowning energy? I'm so excited. Three of Swords reversed. Healing, healing, healing for you, Virgo. This is amazing. I want to be a Virgo. Coming into the near future, we have the Four of Cups reversed. Oh, yeah, okay. Your energy is the King of Pentacles. Yeah, it is, Virgo. Of course it is. That's you. You've done your work. And everyone else's energy is the Wheel of Fortune for you. What? This is one of the best readings I've ever seen. Seven of Wands. I'm glad it's a whole season of it. That's amazing. I need a sip. I need a sip of this blueberry ginger. Okay. Oh my, it's messy. I don't have anything to wipe it on. Help. Here, wait, just a second. That's what kitchen towels are for. I feel like people that don't have kitchen towels are crazy. Okay, Seven of Wands in your advice. And the outcome is the Eight of Swords reverse. Virgo, I'm telling you, this is going to be a time. This feels like true love in Paris. This feels like getting your dream home. This feels like getting the perfect roommate or being, like a very romantic setting. This feels like your boss really believing in you and you doing the hard work and then them promoting you. It's an offer that's too good to refuse. You're not going to refuse it. You're going to say yes to it. You have two kings here. You might be in a same gender relationship, same sex relationship. You have given to the situation and they have given to you emotionally. You've given to the groundedness of this person and they've given to your emotional heart. There's a person here who's very loved by their grandparents, at least 3 of them. Very much the apple of someone's eye here. Very favored by their ancestors. You might learn about gardening, or like they might plant marigolds. This is a person that, if this is not literal, this is a person that, I love this dynamic in the chat. Thank you so much. This is a person that like is your marigold to your garden. They keep away the bad bugs. You don't have to do anything. They protect you and they love you. I don't know what else to say. It's like bliss. It's like, it's ideal. You might be from different backgrounds. You might be getting married and getting your citizenship. It might be very romantic, you know. You might stand for something together. You might protest or vote or do something very important that like signs a deal, you know, seals the deal. This could be a very big business move. They believe in things that you don't. Like they have universal knowledge that you don't have. I don't think they're wrong, to be honest. And I think that in the past you might have been a skeptic or not given this person a chance to be who they are or what they feel and how they operate emotionally, and you're like amazed at how abundant they can be because they operate emotionally, because they are wise. And you have this like counterbalance energy where you're very practical, timely, efficient, gathered, hardworking, smart, intelligent, fact-checking. You also have some ancestry here that's on your side. So you might be coming together because your ancestors are making deals with each other, right? But I show you coming into an energy of healing, big time healing. You might be forgiving your dad, or your dad giving you a present, something like that. It's too good to refuse. You might not really want this, or you might, not that you didn't want it, but you never thought of this before. I just see other people are like, wow, they're really happy for you, Virgo. They're like, wow, you're really lucky. That's amazing. And they wish you more. They're like, who better to give everything to than a Virgo? They're so lucky. But it's more than luck. You know it's more than luck. You know that everything has to be accounted for, gratitude included. They don't see the ups and downs that you go through because you're such a master at navigating them. You know what I mean? Not everybody can see the journey, but a lot of people are really happy for you. They see you as a jet setter and somebody who's very abundant. They also want you to know that you should protect, maybe you need some insurance, maybe on your new home. Or if you're married, you might have to go over your beneficiaries. You might have to watch yourself, stay protected. Maybe you have somebody helping you watch your finances and your property. And then as the outcome, I show you're not going to have to worry. And maybe you used to be very fussy and deliberate, and that can be a little bit controlling, you know, and maybe you've let go of a lot of need to control or need to be in charge or need to be right. You found somebody or something that allows you to feel your heart space safely. It could be your own home, you know. It could be your workplace. It could be both. I am definitely jealous of this. That's what I have for you, Virgo. And, you know, a lot of people say a lot of shit about Virgo, but I feel that Virgos are some of the most efficient, intelligent people that have, if they're on your side, they make shit happen, and you deserve all of this. This is also a renewal of faith in like something you used to believe in. So kind of the opposite maybe of Leo. We'll see. Wow. Very cool. Love it. Short one for you. You don't need a long one. That was exciting, right, Virgo? Let's see. We have, what was after that? Libra. 8510. Libra. How are you doing, Leaves? Libra. Okay, Libra. This is your energy in Aries season. Thank you for watching. Oh, you talk to your grandmother every morning. How sweet. Libra. This is your energy, Libra. It is raining outside. I feel like it's springtime, you know? It's probably really cold rain, but... Libra, this is your energy in Aries season. A cold rain, they said. Interesting. Might feel good. Libra. I knew a Libra who said they loved wind. And I'm like, oh, I hate wind. I hate you can't breathe in the wind. Whether you're with it or against it, you can't breathe right. They said they love it. I'm like, that's weird. It's a weird thing to love. But anyways, that was a Libra that said that. They're an air sign. Okay. Libra. Saint Michael, please protect Libra. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Libra's behalf. Okay, this is your Aries season energy. And Libra, you will be... I will be sharing a Celtic cross with you. And if you want any more information on tarot or your own private session with me, I do teach and I do travel for tarot. So you can hit me up at tarotdamore.com, or you can find my IG like that and send me a DM, okay? Libra. Now the Temperance card. Crossed by the 9 of Pentacles. The Harvest. Interesting. Libra. Okay, so you're biding your time about something. Oh, because you've put in everything into it. Okay. Okay, let's see. This is very exciting. How's it going to go? Yeah, you even maybe left your family for it. And then what's crowning you is the 8 of Pentacles reversed. Near future, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Good, good. Your energy is the 9 of Swords. The community or the people surrounding you, 5 of Cups reversed. The advice is the Knight of Swords reversed. And the outcome is the 6 of Wands reversed. Interesting. Well, I don't want to do this reading either, Libra. I didn't want to do Leos, and I'm a Leo, so patient with me. Libra, the overall energy that I'm feeling about this whole thing is that you're going to go through an ego loss. And you're going to be taking it very slowly, very patiently. There's 2 patience cards on the board here that I show embody your energy. I do show you being very popular, so that can be actually very, beneficial to your story, is your popularity status. So let me just share this with you. in the terms of providing, okay, in terms of the providing journey, you have been on a new leaf. It's like you're wishing, it's like a wishing well, but inside the wishing well is like lava. It's like you're making a dangerous wish. This is a lot, and you're like, I know, because I put it, it's very risky, is what I'm saying. I know because I understand that this is what I wanted. You're like very at peace with the situation. You're very much like, I asked for this and now it's happening, and I have to think of ways to maneuver the energies into building what I'm trying to do here. So it's very much a weaver energy, followed by strikes and gutters, so good times and bad times, that you're trying to like blend together to make a happy rainbow here. And it's art. It's an art. You might be an artist. You might be trying to make the impossible come true for you. Now, if that's not you, I do show you having infinite patience with your situation, because you know this is kind of like, okay, I made my bed, I'm gonna lie in it. And there are people that are, you know, trying to get me to think different things or lie to me about stuff, and I'm gonna take that energy and I'm gonna make it into something useful. This is repurposing, kind of like, but with thoughts and ideas, or with lies and secrets. Okay, this is very tricky to navigate. This is something that you can do very well, is because you are very trusted, so people tell you a lot, and then you can like take that information and use it towards changing things. And I hope that you're doing that in a way that is good for everybody, including yourself. Because I show that's what crosses you is codependence. Your codependence on your community and your family. You're like, they've already boosted my inheritance, or they've already like given me so much of my it's like direct help from family and friends all the time. And then you're like, I'm tired of asking for help from my family and friends. Like, I just want this to be my own. I want to be sufficient. I want to be able to help other people. And I'm tired of asking for all this help all the time. Because you've invested everything in this. You've put everything into what you're talking about here. This is your baby. Okay? And yes, while you do have some really big breakthroughs and moments of shine, I feel that overall you really feel that you've drained your resources or how to move forward. And the energy is what's crowning you is like, stop working so hard on yourself. You know what I mean? Stop being such a perfectionist. Nothing is perfect. No one lives without having help from other people. This might be energy where you can't grow a damn houseplant, or like, no matter what you do, it's like you're just overlooked, or work energy is, at least you don't have to do it yourself anymore, that kind of thing. If you put your energy into work, you can kind of disperse this need to be independent amongst a proper resource like a job. You know what I mean? Or your boss and all of the other energies that are in charge of that organization, instead of it being on you and your family. Maybe you had a family-owned business, or maybe you had, not sure. Maybe you had to keep it up for the family, and now you have forgotten yourself. Once again, Libra. You may have trouble separating yourself. You may have gotten divorced and moved from a person that was family, and separated yourself from family. And you're taking everything step by step, day by day. This is a really hard reading, Libra, and I'm super sorry. This is your Aries season. You are taking stuff one by one, day by day. You are a very hardworking person, individual. Guess what? The bosses are watching you. They really like what they see. You're feeling a lot of pressure from it, but you know how to handle this energy. You know how to move forward. You know, you have dreams you're building towards. They're putting you in the Coliseum right now and you're winning, okay? So maybe watch Gladiator and believe in yourself, okay? I do show, there's a Rolls Royce here. There's some kind of crazy plane. So these are all ideas of billionaires and optics, and they're like putting you in the ring to fight their battles. You are Aurelius, Marcus Aurelius. They are putting you out there to fight their battles for you, the big wigs. Yeah. And you're going to be the one walking on the moon, though. So you're the famous person. Like, you have the fame, the energy of everybody looks to you. You might be in HR or having a meeting with HR. Very work focused right now, Libra. It has you in fucking tears. This is like gut ripping. You might have a caffeine issue. You might be on X or Twitter. You got to get off of that shit. You got to get out of this, like, mess. This stuff is terrifying you. You're like, I don't think I can actually. It's like this little problem. You're making a mountain out of a molehill. That mountain is so far away. You can totally handle it. You're not even around the mountain. But you keep telling yourself, I can't do it. You're letting it stress you out. Maybe you're grinding your teeth or having nightmares or something like that. Rhodochrosite, it might be a good rock for you. Ruby might be another one. Red carnelian, jasper, agate, amethyst. I'm getting a lot of different ones. Some kind of blue, like I don't know what the name of it would be, but it's like a blue crystal, like a blue, maybe kyanite, or what is it called? This blue communicator. Okay. Yeah, so I show that everybody loves you. Great. What's love got to do with it? It don't pay my rent. You're just really patient here. You're just really patient here. You're just gathering no moss. You're just moving very slowly. Next thing, next thing, next thing. You might be saving some money. You might be moving towards an aspiration or a dream that you have. I show that was the big energy in the beginning. And you're sick of relying on friends and family for help. Maybe this is you hiring a sitter or something, you know. But anyways, the advice is to not talk about it. Keep your business to yourself. Do not over talk. That's the advice. Keep your swords to yourself. You got 9 swords going here, and you want to maybe write it down or say it into your phone and then listen to yourself maybe, or say it into the mirror and get how you're feeling, and then like move forward with it. I don't think that for right now it's going to be a winner. I think that in Aries season it might be baking, you know. You're not going to get your win in this season, and you might be like, Grace, I already knew that, but for me reading it, I'm like, man, that sucks. I want you to win. So don't take risks, they said. Like, don't be like, fuck it, I'm getting a tattoo, I'm going skydiving. Don't do that right now. Aries season can be a time to get impulsive, and right now you're really, really being tested to see how much you can save, how much you can hold back, how you can gather your coins. And coins don't have to be, money, but it can be like your resources, your earnings, your investments. It could be a lot of different things. Anything that has to do with earthly. I also show that you could be slowly gaining weight. So that's not a cut. It's like, don't let this stress stop your journey, Keep going. You got it. You can do it day by day. At the end of this season, you're going to cut your losses, and you're going to see them for what they are. And I have no idea what's after that, but I do think that you're putting a really solid, patient energy into the world, and you have been since December, since Sagittarius season. Yeah, you left your whole family behind for this, so. Okay, that's what I got for you, Libra. I hope that helps. My goodness, that was a little heavy. Libra readings get like that for me. I'm a Libra stellium, so yeah. Okay, let's do Scorpio. Love you, Libra. Sorry that wasn't everything that we want it to be. 99.45. 999. Scorpio. What's going on? 999 in the year of 9. Her. Scorpio. Thanks for watching. If you could throw me a like, a subscribe, I really appreciate it. I do show 4 people hanging out, and there's only 3 likes up there. All right, let's see. Scorpio. 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 How we doing, babe? I feel like someone's like, I feel like you're surrounded by like someone who's very Hollywood and you think they're funny. Okay, anyways, that's funny. All right, Scorpio.